What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Today we have a very spicy episode with no noise cancellation, so this should be interesting. Hopefully the echo and the audio and the background sounds aren't too bad. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, we're back. It's Monday and alts are pumping. Bitcoin not really doing too much at the moment, but alts are stealing the show, and we're going to take a look at those today. We're going to check out their charts, going to find our next take profit targets, entries, etc. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Smash the likes and subscribes. And let's see. Let's just jump into the first one. Maybe we do that. Let's go. First one up. No surprise to anybody. I tweeted about this. Follow me on Twitter if you don't follow me yet. Kaspa. Kaspa breaking its all-time high 2 days ago. Back on the Saturday. Back on Saturday, odd time to break an all-time high. We're seeing some spicy weekend moves kind of creep back into the market here. New all-time highs for Kaspa, breaking 15.6 cents. And as we've been waiting for, 21.2 is our 1618 extension sitting right here. We get that from taking our swing high, connecting it to our swing low, and using our Fibonacci extension and retracement tool. And that gives us our next upside target. But that seems really random, maybe you might say. Why would that make sense? Well, guess how we got 15 cents? If we go back to April of 23 and do the same thing, we find that our 1618 and our two measured move targets give us 10 cents and 15 cents. To put that together for you, Kaspa ran to a new all-time high, hit 15 cents, came back down to 10, and is now breaking that and entering price discovery yet again. Very exciting stuff. It's kind of interesting because a lot of these coins back in November and December, like Kaspa, I think at the same time we saw Ordi, maybe, was it Tia? There's a bunch of them moving at the same time. Kaspa kind of trailed off and lost a little bit of that energy. If we look at the chart, though, nothing bad has happened here. Nothing damaging. That sideways movement really just looks like the rest of the chart. We can define a nice little upslope here, and this is still in an uptrend, looking good. Back here, this started to kind of deviate from some of the other charts that were running similarly to Kaspa at the time. If you were a Crown fan back then watching, or if you're a new fan now, but if you were back then, we had a reason to kind of think maybe I should close my long position, and I ended up doing so. The reason being, Kaspa was a relatively new traded coin. Yes, it's been around for a year, 2 years, I believe. Has some history, but there was a very specific event for Kaspa that didn't make me bearish, but made me think maybe I should take some profits, and maybe this can give you some value moving into this bull market. Basically, Kaspa had very few spot exchange listings, meaning the actual asset of Kaspa being bought and sold, not perpetuals contracts or a promise of future coins at a future date. Had very few spot listings. However, Binance back here, I think it was November 16th, maybe November 19th, Binance listed Kaspa as perps. They did not list a spot exchange, or they did not list a spot listing, so they could only trade the contracts. And this is a little worrying, especially for a coin that doesn't have many spot outlets. When you see these big boys getting in with contracts, it does have an effect on the price. I would agree, and I think you could argue that, well, does it really change the price? No, I don't think it changes the outlook, the long-term outlook, but we do very commonly see impact on spot markets when perps of high volume open up. And you can see Kaspa just started to behave a little bit differently. It failed to break its high for what seemed like the first time in forever, and it kind of trickled back down, trading sideways. I like this as a technical move. We retraced from 15 to 10. That's a 40% retracement. It has taken that back, and now it's heading, in my opinion, to 25 cents. I think that's a really easy call for the next, judging by how fast these move, could be sooner than we expect, but I'll say 25 cents by the end of Q1, I think is a good target for Kaspa. Got a little sidetrack there, but yeah, perps listing. If you're ever trading something, or if you have a coin you really like, it has spot exchanges, has spot listings, and you see Binance list it without spot. Just take a moment and look at your bags. Are you in profit? How's your position doing? If it's doing good, consider taking a little bit of profit. It's not because you don't believe in the project or you don't think it's going to keep going up, but basically, this is really common behavior in this very specific scenario. And I'll admit, This scenario is not that common. So you're going to have to, this is going to, at some point, you're going to be like, hey, I remember Tom talking about that. Maybe I should take some profit. That'd be great. That'd be great. Just remember these words. But now looking good. Price discovery. Let's see. There's not going to be too much else to do here. Looking at Kaspa, beautiful weekly close above previous all-time high. Opened this week above all-time high, and now there's nothing above us. When we say price discovery, this will probably come up a lot in this episode. Price discovery is just when a coin is trading at a value it's never traded at. In this example, it is to the upside. And when you are in price discovery to the upside, you have very little resistance, or I like to say no real resistance. There are profit takers, people who are in a profitable position, which is at this point is everyone who have ever bought it, minus maybe an hour ago or something. But those people may look to take profit, but there's no orders or there's no people trapped in a losing position, at least on the buy spot side. This tends to lead to very volatile and explosive moves. Very volatile and explosive moves to the upside. The same is true to the downside. Price discovery, say this chart was upside down, Kaspa was going down, had never traded here. Same thing. There's no real support. No one has been trapped here as a buyer, and price tends to move down very quickly and explosively. So we don't have much we can do on TA. Other chart people might say, oh, you can count your waves and circle your fibs and whatever. Sure. There's really not much else you can do. You can identify your fib extensions, and you'll find that just like Kaspa here in this macro from 15 to 10, they do play out very commonly, or at least they're a much better indicator than anything else. I think I can put it that way. On top of that, you have psychological numbers that are 10, 1, 25, 100. Very common and easy to understand, easy to digest numbers. And people tend to take profit there, and we do see that show up on the chart. That's kind of it for Kaspa. If you think Kaspa's going to 25 cents in Q1, can get a 1 in the chat. I want to put a 1 in the chat. Just be patient, baby. Waves. I don't have a million charts for today, so don't worry. We can take a lot of requests. Today's going to be an altcoin day. I think I do have alerts set. All right, we got alerts set very tight on BTC, and actually, Papa Crown, see you trade here. Really, really base, really easy. I'm not even going to do any other analysis. Sometimes trading can be this easy. Looking at the daily, really quick, we're going to get to the alts. I know I just totally bamboozled you guys. I'm like, you're going to do alts. And speaking of which, we're going to do Bitcoin. Sometimes trades can be very easy. And I like this one. Here we go. On the day, we see something that is, in my opinion, very tradable. We have been successful trading these kind of patterns for a long time, actually, all the way up. Here we are. So here's how I view this chart at the moment. Bitcoin had an impulsive move up. Profit takers or resistance set in. That gave us a bearish engulf on Saturday. Kind of a gnarly candle. This bottom wick, very bullish. I like this bottom wick. That's a lot of buying pressure. Bitcoin traded almost all the way down to 50K here. And if you look to the left, we see a green, red, green setup, a order block on the day. It was not fully touched. That was at 49,950. Was not actually hit, but we did see price kind of move down there. It didn't get there. I guess it still could, but that's not really relevant to the trade that I'm looking at right now. I was just telling the narrative of this. So we broke through, yes, sold off. Bulls came in on Sunday and basically just matched the bears. Now, this is kind of a neutralizing candle. You have a bearish engulf. This isn't quite a bullish engulf to totally and literally cancel each other out, but the market forces here are showing us an equal force to the selling back to the buying. So we had a little sell-off right before the stream today. We may get a little bit more, but here's what I'm looking at for a really simple trade, guys. Remember, none of this is financial advice. I post my trades live. I take trades. I show you my wins and my losses. It doesn't matter. But what works for me might not work for you. And what I really hope is that people that watch this channel can just take some kind of value from what I do, incorporate it into their own trading strategy, and be successful. That's it. That's it, guys. That's all. So here's what I'm looking at. If you've watched our fair value gap video, link is in the video description. We have a lot of educational content on the channel. It's all free. Right here, this impulsive move back to the day before's open, the bulls matching the bears, shows us a very clear 52.1 as resistance. Today, we actually traded a little higher. Bears came in, flushed it out. Now, we haven't fully come back to 51.66. There is nothing that ever says price has to do anything. That's not how trading or charts work. However, when we have a setup like this, we can get a pretty high confidence or probability that this is going to play if it actually hits. There's always the possibility that it doesn't fill, though this is looking very juicy. So just right back to the fair value gap left here by yesterday's candle. We are very, very close to having filled it at 51. It's almost there. I don't think that counts, though. It's up to you, I guess, the viewer to decide. 51.6 is where I'm going to look to take this long. Let's see. It got very, very close, but it's not quite there. We don't want to fool anyone. We're just placing this right now. Stop loss. Looking to the left, we have a beautiful 4-hour order block again. This is visible on the day and on the 4-hour. These are different. Actually, they're different order blocks, though. Daily's back down here. That's okay. This is showing us or signaling to us a price that the market is likely going to find support or defend, at least temporarily. And a lot of these trades that we've made live in February have been based off of this easy, simple logic. And hey, if it works, don't fix it, right? That's what we say. Here's the issue I'm going to have. 52.1. If we're going to take that as our high or our daily resistance, basically our take profit target, that doesn't give us a lot of wiggle room on the bottom here. You guys know I like a 3-to-1 risk to reward. That means if I win 1 out of 3 trades, I'm breaking even or profitable. We could do 1-to-1s here, a 1-to-1 risk to reward or a 1 risk to reward ratio, and we would win more than half of them probably, and we would look better. But nah, that's crappy trading, man. 1-to-1, that's a coin flip. We don't like coin flips here. So basically, what we can do is take our take profit target up here, 52.1. We think that that's likely to be hit. I want to get about a 3-to-1 risk to reward, which makes me a little uncomfortable because this order block that we identified as support is untapped. You can see the bears attempted to fill it here about 2 candles afterwards. If they had hit that, I would feel much better about my stop being maybe in the middle of this order block, but it hasn't. It hasn't. So this is actually going to be a little trickier than I expected. If we want to get a 3-to-1, our stop is going to have to sit at 51.5. And actually, I don't think that's a terrible stop loss. That might actually be pretty good. I think I actually have a trade where 51.5 is a stop loss. I can pull that up in a little bit. But that 2.8, I guess we could take 2.8 to 1. That's really, really similar. So there it is. There it is. Today, if we see some selling, and we're not going to do much on Bitcoin today because it's an altcoin kind of day. Yeah, I like this. I'm surprised that didn't hit already, actually. All right, let's throw that up really quick. And so we're looking to play that open gap just back to resistance. It's a quick scalp. It's not a long-term position. Price may continue higher through it if it does actually fill and hit. This is for the scalpy degen boys out there. There you go. So I'm going to place an alert at the fill line and at the stop loss, and then I'm going to finish. Well, then we're going to get into more altcoin charts really quick here. There we go. Money in the bank. Done. Lots of tight alerts. Very tight alerts, the way we like them. All right, we did KAS. If you missed it, go back. There'll be timestamps. You can just rewind if you want. DVR is enabled. Let's go on to HBAR. HBAR has been sleeping. If you notice, a good amount of these coins that had some hype back in like 2019, maybe 20, a lot of them have struggled to put on any meaningful upside. HBAR sitting right now at 10 cents has done something actually that caught my eye and I think is important. And that's why we're showing it to you today. When we look at our retracement from 58 cents to 3.5 cents, we can see HBAR has had a little bit of a struggle here. A little bit of a struggle hitting what looks like its bear market low at 3.5, moving back, but not breaking through its previous efficiency on its chart. Bears rejected the move past 10 cents, which brought price back down, however, did not or could not bring it lower than before. This is the seesaw or the give and take, the back and forth of markets. Bears, bulls, bears, bulls. In every market trend, there are both bulls and bears, and price moves both ways. So the bears came in, but they didn't have as much energy or as much power as before. Bulls gave it their best shot, rejected again, but you can see each time the bears losing ground here as your lows came up, even if just a little bit, they came up. And eventually, it looks like this was in December, the bulls finally able to take some reins here, pushing past a high. We always look for this. You guys let me pull up a chart and I'll be like, hey, this could be good, but this chart hasn't broken any highs whatsoever. If you're only setting lower lows and lower highs, you're in a downtrend. You need at least one higher high. You need a higher high before you can really think of anything. And that was done right here in December. The bulls pushed past 75 cents, 7.5 cents, back to that 10-cent mark, and the bears again resurged. However, this time, bulls did not blow their load, it looks like. Didn't blow their whole load. They were able to defend. They came in at 6.7 cents. We had this trade in the Discord. I think it was a patron trade, but whatever. Really simple stuff. It's a 0.5 retrace. This was a very obvious or clear level of resistance and support on the chart. So simple, looking to long back to 10 cents for a 3.59 to 1, and it worked out. Let's go. That's a 47% banger in like 3 weeks. Nice. But is this it? Is HBAR done here? I don't think so. I do not think so. The reason is this bottoming formation is really strong. It's really strong. They're like weird kind of convoluted story I just told you about bears and bulls. I don't know how that came off. I didn't practice it. Is a real story that unfolded in the candles in front of our eyes. And it shows that bulls have very slowly over time. This wasn't a squeeze. This wasn't some kind of hype or FOMO moment. They slowly beat the bears, took the bears coins, and they're able to push the price up now. So since we are trading above February's high, and we're right back here, this is the important level for HBAR, in my opinion, 10 cents to break through before you can see the big, explosive, fun upside gains. They brought it back here, and the candle is still here. It's still flying, not sold off yet. And let me do this for you guys. I find that people have a really easier time, maybe because we were just coming out of a multi-year bear market of all assets, probably. People have an easier time identifying patterns upside down or the bearish form of patterns. By the way, if you flip a chart, like this, the bearish patterns are literally just the same bullish patterns. Like we see a bullish pattern when it's a normal chart, and when we invert it, we can identify a bearish pattern, right? We have lower highs, some kind of break here. Ooh, yeah, 9 cents. To me, kind of getting this upside down perspective, I could see a move, let's say to here. Let's do it like this. Something like this, and then back to 10. We don't always get this move, the retracement, but we have gotten it, I'd say about 50% of the time when we've been looking at these altcoin charts, and they have offered some of the best entries that we've seen. So putting this chart back into the normal perspective, it looks pretty good. It looks decent. I'm going to use my fib tool, and I'm going to see. You can see I have this little red box highlighted up here. This is the 618, or the golden Fibonacci retracement level, and that sits at 18 cents. This would be, in my opinion, the next upside target for HBAR. Since we already broke our high, it isn't guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. But we've gotten the signal that it's looking to do this. It may sell off, and if it does, we're going to want to see a lower or a higher low. Something maybe like this, back to 8.5 cents, retest that 10-cent target. And that's if it rejects at all. You can, in theory, see many, or infinite almost rejections of that same level. And as long as the lows keep coming up, you're still painting that same bullish pattern, and you're still looking for that move. So I'm actually going to use my fib tool here. I want to see if anything lines up with that 18 cents. Now, this might be kind of cherry picking or trying to find what I want to find, and you're probably right. But it's always worth like a little try. Nothing really great. I really thought that we were going to see this be spot on at 18 cents. Our 1618, according to our December to May swing high to swing low, 17.2, not bad. But I'll say it's too far off. It's not really what useful. I think it's not really lining up. But there is something that drew my eye to this, and this is maybe a good reason why you should practice doing this. Get in the habit of it. I didn't even look at this, didn't even see this before the stream, but we do see our 2 measured move from that same extension does sit at a pretty important level. Our 3 measured move, 3 extension from our very local price action sits roughly at it. This is enough for me to kind of look at it. So what I like about this is your last point of efficiency before this chart fell. leaving a large void of inefficiency. And we can say this whole area is a large void. If you look at the chart, I think maybe this is the best way to kind of conceptualize this. Look at the chart. Look in just this box. Look at how few candles are in this box. How few candles enter and exit this box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. Hey, maybe some wicks in there, but 5. Compare that to all of the price action above it, all of the price action below it, right? How many are here? 100. I don't know, 100. How many are here? Maybe 100. How many are here? Almost 0, right? That's what I mean when I say inefficiency. The market hasn't traded at this price for long. Typically, there's not high volumes in this range. If we pulled up, say, volume profile, that would probably show us a void of volume here. But I just deem this inefficient price action. And when we have inefficient price action, and this has been happening across the crypto space, guys, like all year, a lot of last year, all over the space, we have seen this same setup. My headphones died. We've seen this same setup. HBAR is here. It's at a higher high. It is at the highest point in its price since May of 22. It is logical that on a strong close, we'll say a daily or a weekly close above 10 cents, that HBAR is going to look for that 18-cent mark. There is not a lot to hold it down here. But I think I got off topic a little bit. Not a lot to hold it down here until 18 cents. However, this is where your efficiency starts. So maybe you hit 18, maybe see like a wick and it comes back down under 18. I could see something like that. The reason I really like this specifically, 24.8 cents, is right over here, this weekly candle. Over to the side, we have our extensions, and it's 25 cents, psychological level. It is very common to see coins kind of overshoot or undershoot supports and resistances and stop on those nice levels. And not exactly 25 cents because we got a bunch of decimals, but very common to see that happen. Those would both be potentially amazing take profit targets for HBAR. And let's zoom in a little bit more here. Looking a lot like Bitcoin on that run, little V-shaped bottom. RSI needs to come up higher. Yeah. RSI needs to get a little higher here. Money flow rolling over. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. We always have, obviously, like 15 cents here, maybe a pit stop. And actually, maybe that's where we're going to look. Yeah, it's a good one. Maybe that's where we're going to look for this. Break to 15, back to 10, break to 18. If we start to see something like that, so I'm going to place this long here. This doesn't mean that I'm going to look to take the long right now, even though price is right there. Why? Because I'm looking to play a pattern. I'm not looking to just kind of long right here. Looking to play a pattern. To get a 3-to-1, I can pull this down pretty far. I don't really love that, but I'm going to leave it. This would basically be a conditional long. The condition being if 15 cents is hit, then this limit order could be placed. So until that happens, I would not personally place that as a limit order. I could see this playing out really well. Of course, many of these coins have just rocketed through their inefficiencies and left everything in the dust. So either way, HBAR looking very, very good right now, in my opinion. And here's kind of the good part. This is wild. In crypto, this is like a tiny gain. HBAR is only 156% off of its low. I mean, if we want to really get picky with it, go back here. It's almost about 200, but that's comparatively not that big. If we look at something like Solana, and yeah, we'll go over our trades. This one got wrecked from the last stream, but we have another one. If we go back to something like Solana and we look at its low, comparatively, a little piece of breakfast. Oh, crap, I forgot. Sorry, fam. You probably just had your ears exploded. NVIDIA broadcast just didn't work this morning, so there's no noise cancellation, no echo reduction. Hopefully the audio is listenable. Pickle hasn't texted me yet. He nervously checks his phone to see if Pickle's texted him. Nah, good. Pickle didn't text me saying the audio is terrible. Abort stream, so we're good. Compare that to something like Solana. Now, Solana might be a little bit of an outlier. It has had maybe one of the largest upside gains since its low, but all the coins, all the alts kind of fit somewhere in this curve between maybe about 100% and about 2,000%. Something like HBAR being only 200% off its low is much more undervalued than something like Sol, which is now 1,400% off of its low. This isn't really about Sol. I just wanted to pick something that was a good example. All right. I'm going to set a little more alert here. that may be spicy again. Now, Render is up next, guys, and then we are going to be taking some requests. It's an altcoin kind of day. Let me flip back to Bitcoin quick. Bitcoin maybe not filling this trade. That's all right. That's all right. We'll see. We're going to do Render, and then we're going to take some requests here. But I have been a very bad host, and I have neglected this wonderful, intelligent, handsome, beautiful, talented audience of viewers. We got, it looks like 5-ish hundred viewing. We only have 160 likes, guys. Can we get that up? Remember, or not remember, it is important to engage with the live stream. It is important because the more engagement live streams get while they're live, the more YouTube interprets, oh, people are enjoying this content. So maybe I will show this to more new people who might also enjoy this content. When we don't get enough engagement on a stream, YouTube really doesn't show it to many people. We can see in the analytics that it's just our subscribers watching. And hell, I mean, I love it. I'd rather have all our subscribers watching than none of our subscribers watching. But the more we engage, the more it will branch out, and the more reach it will give. It'll give this stream. So please, guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, share the stream. If you don't have a poll going, type something in chat. I don't know. Enable notifications. All the engagey things that you can do. All right, I appreciate you. Let's get them going. Speaking of engagement, Amit Kenwat took the stream's Scribeginity today. Amit, you are the man. You are Chad. Be like Amit. Subscribe now. We are so close to 50K. Bitcoin just given me an alert, of course, while I'm talking, just telling me that had this filled, that would have been a W. Here we are. A nice little rally, but reminder for those of you who were not here. This is right at the top of our daily range. 52.1. Right here. As nice and exciting as that rally might have looked, and if you were watching this in real time, you've probably been like, oh, I want to go long. It's going up. Very, very good probability that this stops here. Now, I wanted to keep going. I want new all-time highs today, but I'm just talking from a chart perspective. The probability of this coming back down is very good. It's very good. Throughout the day, into the end of the day, we may see this play out, and it may, obviously make higher gains, go higher, but hitting that daily level, what time is it? It's 12:30. It's in the middle of an hourly candle. What are we? In the middle of a 4-hour, it's very likely to see some kind of downside movement from this. This is a significant resistance on a local level, and it's going to take more than price really just floating up to it to break through. All right? That's what we're seeing. I'll place my alert a little bit higher because I don't want to get distracted again. There it is, the little red boys coming in. I'm rooting for it. Go up. I'm the most bullish person there is, but this is charts, man. This is charts. Aaron Abduli, my friend, welcome. I missed some of super chats. I see Stu JK super chatted £5. Thank you, my friend. My thoughts on Nosana. Do not know. Best TA in the business. Yes, thank you. I think so too, but I'm a little biased. Atomic Dog wants to look at Adam. Here's what I'll do for you folks. I know I don't have a Nosana chart, but I know I have an Atom chart. I'm going to pull that up for you. We're going to look at this after render. It won't be too long. Ooh, okay. All right. And then Nosana. Nosana. Sounds like a country song. Nosana. All right, let me see. Nosana. Nosana. All right, it's only traded on Mexi, Gate.io, and CoinX. These are not big exchanges. They are, what's a good word? These are the exchanges that seem to list everything and have kind of low liquidity. I still use Mexi. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. I still use Mexi when I can't find stuff, but not always a great sign. Not a great sign, actually, when it's those three listing and just those three. But I will say those three do tend to list spot, which is good. Remember, when a chart starts out, when there's not a lot of traded history, not a lot of volume, and you only have spot, there's only really one mechanic on the chart, and that's people buying it. People buying it and going up. There's not a lot of mechanic pushing it down. There's no perpetuals, etc. That was kind of the Kaspa thing earlier. If you missed that, you can go back and check it out. But we do see when it's like just Mexi and the maybe CoinGecko Gate.io, CoinX, whatever, we do see them kind of run away until someone else lists them. So I'm going to look at those. We're going to do render, then we're going to do Atom, then we're going to do Nosana, but I want to do the chat. Giggity, giggity chat, giggity. Giggity, giggity, goo. All right, let me see who's here. Al Mascari, what's up, my dog? All track, BG in the house. Bahagvant Kahalasa, Bogdan C. Bullish Bradley. What's up, Bradley? Every time I hear the name Bradley, I think of Full Metal Alchemist. Bradley? Chris, what's up, Chris? Clicker 101, Cole Crypto, Cotton Dalton, Cryptic Rebel. What's up, man? Crypto Sharknado, my man. How you doing, dude? You got some charts, man. You got some charts, Sharknado. We might even pull up ANKR later. What's up, Crypto Military Vet? Good to see you, my friend. Salute to you. Steve O, Crypto Steve O, my guy. What are you guys looking at today? What are you looking at? D Godfather, Dave P, F Key NFT. There's a new name. Nice to meet you, man. Enrique Seam. That seems like a new name. Fish Kappa. Fish Cop Indiana. I don't know if I've ever said your name right, man, but there's no G. Foxy Thorny in the house. I feel like I've missed you, Foxy. Have you been around, or have I just been missing you? I don't know. Frosted Flake, Hugo, Crypto, Jacob, Markowski. Japernicus, my lad, is here in his plain clothes. Crypto Junkie. I think I saw a super chat from you. I'll check it out in just a minute. Marcelo Rodriguez, Marcus B, Marked Trades, Matt Waters, Ms. Mandees, Miss Mandees, a lady? Everybody better be nice. Everyone has to be nice in this chat if girls show up. Period. We need them in crypto. They're more than half of the planet. We need them. We have to orange pill them. Anyway, no Watani. What's up, bro? Poner kills all trolls. Poner kills all trolls. All right. Precision Metalworks, Riker's Beard, Redman. What's up, bro? Rising Sun, R. Martin. How you doing, R. Martin? R. Martin, you're a G. You're an OG here, man. I feel like I haven't seen your name in years, though, unless I'm thinking of someone else. Shrink Tech, good to see you. Cy B. Soft Shelly, TM. Tice Jew. Tice Jew. I've always said your name wrong, too, man. But how are you doing? Good to see you here. What's up? What's on your mind? Pickle, my right-hand man. My right-hand man on this channel. Pickle, couldn't do it without you, bro. Timmy Lee, Tip Crow, Trade Intuition, Trio, Condra, Venom Hex, Wick, and Monkey. My guys, how are you? How are you all? How are you all? Let's go. That's right. Giggity, giggity, goo. I like the giggities. I like the giggities. Let's go. Thoughts on Cello? I don't know, man. Tell us about the Litecoin conference. I wasn't invited, Wick. I didn't get an invitation. I don't know. Judgmental looks. I could tell you about the last Litecoin conference that I emceed in Vegas, but maybe I'll wait to see if they invite me to this one before I talk trash on it. Bogdan C, Tom Crown the Bull, always, man. The Perma Bull, the Moon Boy. What happened to that, man? Who here remembers me being called a Moon Boy? Where did all those people go? FLR, Jacob, you're right. Yeah, dude, I've been watching FLR too. I might pull that up. Thanks for all the fun, TA. Thank you, Soft Shell. Appreciate you. Vadum, Biochko. Hi to you. All track, what's up, man? Share, amp token, typing. Seems a little typist. Whoa, don't be typist, Dusty. Whoa, now, buddy. Don't be typing. I don't even know what you're talking about. The White House is the most expensive senior living quarters in the nation. And it seems like no matter who the U.S. elects this year, that will remain true. Wow, we just love electing old people. Show me your candlestick, giggity, giggity, ready to engage. All right, that's a little trolly, but that is a great comment. Thank you, man. Chili Rockets, Rose, Oasis, Rose, says Timmy Lee. ICP, probably pull up ICP. INJ, I don't think INJ's moved. ACH, request, please. All right, there it is. Crypto Junkie looking at FLUX. I could pull up FLUX. We have a few on the queue, though. We have them on the queue, and we're going in the order of how I feel. Oh, there you go. There's a lost trade. Damn, that was close, though. That was the right idea. I was bottoming out. Oh, well. It actually is kind of still reminiscent of these moves we're looking for. We can take a look at FLUX. I had to get through render, and then I've gotten through all the ones in the title. Jeez, that pumped. Yeah, buddy. Speaking of that, maybe I should just look up what's pumped, too. Like, biggest gainers. Let's see. Shizzle. What's up? Oust Link Evikiti. Is that like a Latin name? I cannot pronounce that, but cheers to you, my friend. Thanks for subscribing. Let me replay that because I just cannot pronounce that. Can you pronounce that, chat? How do you pronounce that? It's like a Latin name. I don't think it actually is, but to me, it feels Latin. Let's see what the biggest gainers are in the last hour. We have Ron. We looked at Ron a little bit ago. Maybe we'll pull up the chart. Theta, big gainer. Optimism, big gainer. Here's a new one. A cash network. A cash network. Cash spelled with a K. Let's see. I think it's been around since 2020. Okay, I would have doubted that. Maybe we'll take a look at that. Maybe not. Ethereum Classic up. Let's see in the biggest daily AR. R pirate chain, boys. R. I'm pulling that one up. We'll add it to the end of the list, but I'm like pretty sure we just looked at that, right? And it was looking pretty good. Might have gotten stopped out. Wow, we did get stopped out. Oh, you got stopped out on the first one. Second one's still alive. Looking at this, still a cool chart, but what's going on here? Looks like we filled our bottom, our lowest fair value gap. Instantly stopped out on this one. Looks like this a little smaller. There it is. Stopped out quickly. This one looks like we sniped the bottom a little bit. It's not up too much. Man, that looked a lot more exciting. That looked a lot more exciting on CoinGecko. This is low liquidity. These wicks are going to kind of throw it up and down on CoinGecko, on whatever tracking site CMC that you look for, because they're going to have within almost every day really big swing highs and really big swing lows. Price really doesn't move anywhere. I might not have any edge there, but that's okay. We'll look at it later. Render is up next regardless. Just want to kind of peek here. WorldCoin. Does anyone give a flying F about WorldCoin anymore? There's a single person in here ever really believe in WorldCoin. Isn't that the one where they want to scan your eyeball? Like scan your eyeball and like track you in the matrix or something. I don't know. Oh, look at HBAR being up there on the top gainers. Filecoin, the graph. I should pull up the graph. Although I don't want to overload myself. I feel like I do this every stream. I take on too much. I just want to be able to look at everything for everyone, and it's just not possible sometimes. Just not possible, guys. All right, I'm not gonna add anymore. Litecoin conference. Let me see. Did anybody say anything about it? Yep. I was trying to search for that. Litecoin conference. I didn't see anything. All right, I thought if I searched, I'd find more comments about it, because I'm a little distracted as always, I guess. R, not R-weave. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. This is R. This is R. This isn't R-weave. This is pirate chain. Oh, or R-weave was the one that was up. See, these tickers, man. These tickers. Do I even have an R-weave? AR. I'm not going to look right now. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's okay. I appreciate you, though. I was wondering. I was like looking at that, and I was like, well, there's these big wicks. Maybe it did. Maybe like very momentarily it was up, and then it wicked back down or something. Chirpow spirit. That's right. Oh, Chirpow. I should do a whole video on that. There's an interesting correlation with our channel and its growth, and it makes our channel like really unique across the crypto space just by metrics, and it all has to do with Chirpow. I could do like a 10-minute video on it. It'd be pretty cool, actually. We'll see. TBD if that's gonna happen. All right, this is an older chart, and I can see this because, man, oh man, do I have way too many lines here. That's okay. Let's see what I can get rid of. Let's see. A lot. All right, going back to the month. I'm just gonna remove the weeklies. I don't need them. Don't need the weeklies. Just need the monthlies. These wicks are kind of cool, though. I kind of want to keep them, even though it clutters the chart. Whatever. Anyway, Render, I think, is no surprise as to why we're looking at it today. I assume this is the full chart of Render. I get so embarrassed when I'm like, it's at an all-time high, and it's like, Tom, there's like 3 more years of traded history. It's just not on that exchange. I get so embarrassed. I'm like, oh, I'm stupid. Anyway, no surprise as to why we're looking at it today. Render is now trading at $6 on Binance. Its all-time high, $7.89. And that is from what I believe is like an hour, maybe? Like an hour of trading. Let's see. My hunch might be wrong. Not gonna let me do it that way. There it is. There it is. A little bit more than I expected. All right, so there is a little more to this high than I thought. I thought it was like an inverse one of these where the wick was high and it came back down. All right, trade there for a little bit. So that's a real high. It's not a listing high. Render trading at $6, just below its previous all-time high. And this is exciting. Full circle on the episode, as we were talking about Kaspa earlier. Kaspa putting on some great gains. We talked about price discovery, what that means, what we can do when we're in price discovery. Kaspa's in it. Render is sitting directly below its previous all-time high. Typically, in normal trend circumstances, we would say, well, you're under the all-time high. It's not the best bet. You're already up, right? You're already up a lot from January of 23. You're already up 1,500%. You're right under the all-time high, not the best bet. However, we are seeing many coins do exactly this and then break their all-time high. Many. And when you feel it, when you see it, when you see that momentum, I don't know how to quantify it, but the probability of others doing the same thing goes up. We've seen other coins do this, so to say, it's probably not going to happen unless there's maybe some kind of tokenomic change. I don't know. They just printed another 10 times the supply right now. That would stop it. But in general, normal circumstances, seeing other coins do this, render right at its all-time high, it's looking pretty good. It's looking really good. I'm always skeptical to say something will break an all-time high because price discovery is a very significant, meaningful thing. And it's very meaningful. It is very actionable. And I don't want to get people excited for it before we have any kind of real confirmation. What we do have, though, is essentially the last resistance before the all-time high right here at $6.28. You can see we placed the trade here that did not fill, unfortunately, though it could still happen. It could definitely still happen. If we see render, if we see profit takers come in, push the price down a little bit, I think that long would still fly. It's sitting right at $5. Just eyeing this, it looks like a probably right spot on a retracement. 382. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The 382. We don't commonly look for the 382. Usually we look for the 0.5 to 618 retracements down in here. However, there's something kind of magical about both the 236 and the 382. So those are the first two retracement levels. The 236 is where you begin retracing. So right now this hasn't retraced, at least according to this trend. When you break below that, you are now retracing, but right below it, the 382 kind of untalked about. I have seen some of the most bullish, or let's say the most powerful trend following moves come from the 382. You don't typically see something like this in a bear market. In a bear market, you almost never get a 382 retracement from a high. In fact, it's really the other way around. You'll hit a low, you'll fall, you'll retrace to that 382, and that's the continuation of the fall. That is really good looking. That is a really good trade. I need an alert there. This is going to be a good one. This one's going in the Discord. There's no guarantee that $5 will come, but if it does, that's going to open up a really nice opportunity for render. Either way, let's talk about the exciting and fun stuff. If render does move back to its all-time high, if it breaks to $8, that's when things get a little bonkers, very bonkers. We talked about price discovery and what we can do in it. Go back in the episode if you want to know what was said. Here we are, using the same analysis that we use for everything that does this. If render breaks $8, we may be looking for a target as high as $50 or $63. That's a big upside gain. That's like, well, from the high, it's not quite 10x, but that's very big. We have our two measured move all the way up here. These always seem so out of the realm of possibility. These measured move targets on the macro. They always do, but we do tend to see them hit. Now, certainly not like the 1618, but on these macro extensions, say peak bull market, right? Like Bitcoin's at its highest point. This may be where we look for this coin. This all hinges on breaking the all-time high. Until the all-time high is broken, all of this moon math is not really relevant to us. It's not really relevant. But render is right there, man. Let's take a look at some of these indicators. What's going on? Maybe Lux Algo will work. I totally forgot that that happened on Friday's stream. It was like, you can't access this. Fixed. Money in the bank. There it is. Nice. Lux Algo showing us that trend flip right about the $5 mark, right where we want to take that long. Excellent. I'm going to look at the week. By the way, shout out to Lux Algo, our sponsor, the #1 indicator company on TradingView. Check them out. They have hundreds of free indicators. If you decide this product is good, this product is for you, use my link. You'll get like 30% off. Weekly still on an uptrend. For those of you wondering, no indicator is going to be as simple as sell, buy, and you win all the time. All right. It's just not going to happen. There are so many indicators that attempt this. They're sold as snake oil, etc. I will say this with full confidence, and it is not related to the sponsorship that we have with them. Full confidence. Out of all the indicators I've seen attempt to do this, Lux Algo is by far the most impressive. Nothing is that simple, though. There's just nothing in the world in trading is as simple as it says green buy, it says red sell. I wish. It doesn't work that way. But out of all the ones trying, this one has certainly impressed me. Okay, perfect little wick up here. Oh, man. I'm not even sure what else to look at. It's like you might have some divergence, but here's the thing. We talk about bearish divergence, bullish divergence all the time. When something is in a bullish trend, it's very likely to paint bearish divergence. And we can even see that here. Look, lower highs. Where was this high? Right here. On render. If we had gone by the bear copium of, it's got bearish divergence, man, runs almost over. Well, we would have identified this back in October of 23 at $2.61. Yes, you had one little wick here. That was substantial, down to $2. It was a 25% drop. But outside of these wicks, look what happened. It's up 150%. And it's up 150% through all of this bearish divergence. That's something I think that traders really struggle with, especially new traders that haven't seen maybe a full crypto cycle or two. Things work in a trend. And this is kind of where that euphoric new trader mindset comes from. You just started trading. I bet if this didn't happen to you, I bet it's happened to someone you know. They started trading. They won their first trade. Congratulations to them. That's awesome. And then they went on to like win a bunch of trades. And then they get this mindset of, I'm the chosen one. I don't know. They either know more than everyone, or maybe they're humble and they think they're lucky, whatever it is. It happens to almost everyone. I admit this happened to me when I started. What is happening is that trader is entering during a trend, whether it's up or down, and they're trading the same way, and it works. And so that reinforces doing that behavior. It wins. They win again. They take on more risk. They get bigger. They use bigger sizes and bigger until what? The trend changes. The trend changes, and now all of a sudden, the last year of success or last year of what they've done no longer works, and it's in a snap. It's overnight. You'd think, oh, well, that's easy to identify. The trend's changed. No, it's not. It's incredibly hard. It's incredibly hard to identify. A really good signal for that you guys can maybe just keep in the back of your minds is if you've been doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it keeps working, pay attention to the first time it stops working. Doesn't mean the trend's over, but it's a good just reminder of, hey, this isn't going to work forever. I can't promise or I can't guarantee anything in trading, but I can actually guarantee you this. No single one thing will ever work indefinitely in trading. That's just not how trading is. Trading is dynamic. Trading is a constantly evolving, shifting landscape, and doing the same things over and over and over again will work until it doesn't, and then it won't work. And by the time you realize it doesn't work, you've probably given back all those gains. All right, that was a long rant. $5. It could be as low as 460. All right. I mean, I like this render trade. I'm going to put this in the Discord for sure. By the way, guys, Femex, also our sponsor. If you sign up using my link with Femex or Fairdesk, and this is, you could have done it in the past. If you have a $100 deposit in that account, there has to be something. You can enter our Discord and you will get access to our VIP trade setup room. It's not financial advice, but I just kind of use it as a trade dump. And I put all of my trading ideas there. I update it daily. It's free if you just have used my link. If you haven't used my link, feel free to make another account under my link and use that account going forward, and you'll get access. Easy peasy. All right, Render, I'm done with you. I'm done. I ranted. Let's go to Adam. Let's go to Adams. Math's when it works, and when it doesn't, it doesn't. Behagvent Kalsa. Yeah, accurate. Accurate. Hopefully you heard the whole story, because there's a little bit more to that. The important part, if maybe I explained it wrong, the important part is that consistently things will work in a trend. When that trend changes, they will stop working. And you think, well, that's easy, that's simple. Trust me, it's not. It is not easy to know overnight when the trend changes. And the trend won't just, it won't let you know. It'll keep building you up, keep giving you kind of hope. Maybe just starts running your stops a little bit more. Pay attention. Just pay attention, baby. All right. So just dump 1,000 on Femex. Sure, you can do 1,000. Just has to be $100, $100 deposit. This has to like be a deposit in the account because we don't want people to just sign up, not use it, have used someone else's link or something. You know, I'm just trying to add a little bit of extra value to using my links, and this is the best way that I can do that. I think we've already had like maybe 20 or 30 people use it. It's a bot in the Discord. It's brand new, so it has some bugs. Anyway, Fet, yeah. Trust me, bro. Crown knows this is the way. All right, now you sound like you know what you're talking about, brother. Right on. We can do Fet because we did have a nice little call on Fet, and we did look at it recently. But I have to get through these ones that people asked for. I should just turn super chats off at some point because I get overloaded. It doesn't matter. Adam was looking very bad. It was looking very bad. A lot of charts have been seeing something like this: lower highs, flat bottom, support being weakened. Here's the good news. Adam has broken 1050. It has escaped this lower high, flat bottom pattern for now. That's good. Adam really struggled with this, man. I was convinced we would see a wick to 750. We might have on like crappier exchanges. I should have looked at it on like, oh no, rest in peace, Bittrex. Bittrex used to have the best wicks, man. Rest in peace. We are back here. We've closed a daily candle. Nice. Closed a daily above 1050. That's not bad. 618 retracement right under $11. Let's see. What do we got here? Money flow rolling up. All right. A little bullishness and an uptrend. I'll take it. Let's go back to the month though. This is what I'm looking at. 10 days to go. 10 days, 7 hours, you know, and we might have to modify this. This actually needs to be a little higher. Silly me. 10 days to go. Bearish engulf close in January to start off the year. Kind of extinguishing any excitement, I believe, because I haven't heard about Adam until recently again. This month, looking to close above 1062. That will be a beautiful close. Let's hope it happens. If Adam closes above 1062, we then look above for our next resistance. Now, monthly, we actually do have more than I would have liked to see. Have a little order block here that's not on our chart. Looks like it sits 1118 to 1152. Actually have a lot of these lower highs. Wow. Wow. Don't love that. 1150 up to 13 from January 23 up to 14 from November 22. Those are the not so exciting prices. This is not all the history. Damn it. That's all right. Get a strong close though. Get above 1062 on the month for Adam. You're going to wade your way through these resistances. You pray it's just all at once. $15 is going to be the boss target. $15 is basically where this efficiency ends and you enter your void, your gap. Above 15, you have a clear move to like 26. This is on futures on Binance, man. I don't know why it's on futures on Binance. That's weird. Why is that chart on it? But it is what it is. Oof. Kind of looks like you have capitulation on the Bitcoin pair over here. That's a wick. That's a wick with no volume though. I don't know, man. Oh, because it's on Bittrex. And yeah, this is this hasn't moved, of course. Of course. Good. Same thing. All right, so this is the full history, and we really get the same thing. We have the highs, the lower highs. We've broken out of that pattern, and if we can get above like $15-ish, you get back into that inefficiency, and you're looking for, yeah, 26, 25. That monthly is encouraging. Definitely want to see a close up there. Bullish engulf is going to give us not only an order block, but a 3-candle long setup on the month. Weekly is slowly rolling over. I think Adam's going to move to 15 this year. This year, I know that's not exciting, but easily, I think this year. Probably Q1, Q2. 25, I mean, it's all possible. It's hard to gauge that. Let's see how it does at resistances. But Adam's shaping up, guys. It is looking much better. Now, I don't know what this nosed USD is, but we're looking at it for Mr. Stu JK. Only because he said Tom Crown's the best. So, you know, you got to do it then. Let's take a peek. It does look like this broke its all-time high back in November of 23. It has made quite a rally. You can see some efficiency right above the previous all-time high. That's a good sign in my opinion. That's a good sign. A lot of coins just blast through. This one painting a few weeks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish weeks right above that high, held and moved up. We can even see zooming in. Structurally, this looks pretty good actually on the wicks here. We take these weekly candle closes, we can see gaps filling pretty much every, or not gaps, wicks filling pretty much every gap. We do see maybe 50 cents here not filled on the week. Doesn't have to happen, but I like that nice healthy support building here. Our 1618 extension right here at 577, not a bad profit taking target, currently at $3.50. Little order block underneath. This thing has taken the slower route. I like that. Little order block here at $1.50. Potentially a trade could be made there. Probably $1.50. Stops below your wicks. And where do you get your risk to reward? Here's your 3-to-1. Something like that. I probably wouldn't take this, but just as an example, instead of market ordering right now at the high, make a plan. Set a trap for price. Let the prey come to you. Don't come to the prey. 577 does look good though. I mean, there's very little to hold you back at this point. $25 is your 2 extension as your measured move. I don't know, that seems pretty high right now, but we'll see. This thing does not really look like it's big on retracing back to previous supports or previous resistances on this climb. I can see it though. What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something on this chart. This feels like something's not here. Wow. A 4,100% candle in November. Wow. Followed by a 45, a 92, and now a 150. Holy shit. %. Good luck. Just good luck on this, man. If I had a position, if I had bought ever before that rally, I would look to take profits at 575, and hell, if it comes $25. Outside of that, I don't even know what to do with this. I don't even know what to do with this chart. I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe I'll sleep on it. Come back to it. I said poop. Said poop. Casper, Crown, and Crown. That is a trio. That is a trio. I love those dudes. They're good dudes. Well, yeah, I got Fett pulled up. What else are you guys looking at? What are you looking at? Super bullish trend, bearish patterns unperformed. That's right, Alchemist. Good to see you, man. Stone 1 YGM sold it. What'd you sell, my friend? Just sell. Let us know. Shorting entices buying pressure. There's an interesting mechanic with shorting and having a counterintuitive effect on markets, but not for today. We're gonna look at GRT next, but I want to see what you guys are doing. Right now, official Binance exchanger bug. Okay, that guys, that is a scam. My bad. Miss Mandy's I thought was a lady and I said be nice to her. No, that's a scam, guys. Let me pull this up for you. Let me pull it up. Let's highlight it right there. There it is. Right now, official exchanger have bug auto exchange 10x price. Well, first of all, you know this is a bot because video on me profile. You guys like can't actually search for their profile as a mod. We can go to their channel. But that used to be something on YouTube, and for some reason the bots haven't figured it out. But this is a common scam, or was. I don't know. I really haven't heard about it lately. I think because airdrop scams and drainers and stuff took over. But anything you hear where it's like an exchanger has a bug and you can profit, not happening, bros. Not real. If that exchanger had a bug, that difference would already have been arbed down. The person commenting about it would have already arbed it down themselves. Like, this is gibberish. Do not fall for that shit. There we go. Let's hide user on this channel. See ya, Miss Mandy's. Hopefully, other mods, if she was like joking or something, which I don't think she was, feel free to unmute her. But yeah, no scammers. Get the hell out. Get out of here. ADA. We'll look at ADA. We did render. We already did render, Mr. Randy. D-mail. What is that? Eth? Perlino. We probably could pull up Eth. Zcash, Cello, Flare. I want to look at all these guys, but like, holy shiz. Holy shiz, man. I can't do infinite. Can't do all of the charts. Called that drop on ASM about a week ago. Nah, 60% time DCA. ASM. I don't even remember ASM. Not gonna lie, that's a good way to trick me into looking at any chart. Be like, hey, that call you made is amazing. And I'll be like, oh, well, I guess I'll pull it up. All right, I don't remember even looking at this. Let's see. Oh, would you look at that? That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. 50 cents. Hell of a weekly sell-off there, man. 22 minus 45 from your high at 17. Down 71%, still up massively. It's a beautiful spot for a bounce. It's a beautiful bounce spot. Weekly, built support, broke through, back tested. Yeah, let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll on this one. Let's go. Basically playing that this 50 cents will hold, and if it doesn't, that you don't want to be in this position. Where's the gap? Here we go, something like this. Maybe back to 12. That is a huge RR. Wow. We can bring it all the way down. Bring it all the way down to 35 cents. Now keep it tight. Keep it tight, boys. That's a good risk to reward. 151% upside versus an 18% downside. Is it dead? No, this retracement looks very good, but that's provided your 50 cents holds. Now that might sound stupid, but yeah, if it doesn't go down, it's going up. But that gives you an actionable validation or invalidation. You're saying this is a great retracement. You came back to a super important level. Rejection. You came up, you ate through resistance, you consolidated at resistance, you broke through, painted an order block. You went to what is almost your final resistance. Sellers came in, and now here you are right back at this level. The bounce from here with the stop, it's like 40 cents-ish. That's a play. That's a play. Patience, man. Patience is the name of the game, ASM. Done. That GRT on random S coin, pal. Yeah, you know it, baby. You know it. You know it. I feel like people are a little spicy today. A little spicy in the comments. I like it. GRT's been making some moves. Nice monthly here, breaking past 18.2, breaking past February's high, finally putting in a higher high, and really starting to look like a lot of these other charts. In a good way. In a very good way. There we are. Extensions don't line up with much. I don't really like when that happens. Typically they do, but that's okay. Maybe up here. It's interesting how these extensions can sometimes remind you of things you missed. Like, miss the top of this order block. There it is. GRT has broken 23. Has it hit 25 cents, though? If it hasn't hit 25 cents, all right, it did. Good. Hit 27. We're good. It already hit that psychological. Hit that psychological value. 32 cents looking pretty good above. This is where your efficiency starts. Right here. Inefficient. Efficient. Kind of inefficient actually on the way up here. But it moved to 32 cents looking very good just from a zoomed out chart perspective. Not really using any indicators, any analysis. Just you broke in your high. Your highs are broke. Giggity. Your highs are broke and you're going higher. It does look like continuation, man. On the day, you don't even have bearish divergence here from your most local high. Unusually bullish, I guess. Unusual. Two measure move, yep. Brings you right here. 36 cents. 36 cents looks pretty damn good. Pretty tootin' good there. 36. See if there's any like support maybe. Maybe any entry. And entries are few and far between right now. You closed above 23.6. I like that. You closed above your high. Let's see. If GRT gets a really strong close and then sees selling next month, it may offer a cheeky little entry down here at the order block. 18.3 all the way down to 15.5. That's a big gap. That's a big block. But this may be on the condition that you see selling next month. That would be a great place to bounce to look for a long. Obviously, in my opinion, much better than right here. Just a penny above resistance. Momentum starting to pick up on MACD. I don't see how this doesn't go to 37 cents. I'm putting an alert. Putting an alert on JRT. I don't know how it doesn't. Flux. Let's see Flux. Someone wanted to look at Flux. I forget who at this point. Trade got riggedy wrecked. That's okay. That was placed all the way back in May of 23. Let's make this a little smaller. But we won't get rid of it. Price hit its all-time low and bottomed out. This top wick shows very intense selling, failing to push the price lower, and that was the start of this uptrend here. Nice. From 30 cents. From 30. Now at $1. 99.2. I really like that retracement. Let's zoom out. These old charts, man. I gotta get rid of some of these doodles. They're too doodly. Doodly. Go. There we are. A little bit easier and a little bit easier to see. And similar to GRT there. You got this monthly order block. Painted, broke, went higher, went to your next resistance. That's good. The only thing I guess this makes it kind of stand apart from other charts. I don't know if it's necessarily bad, but it kind of stands different from many. And that's because we don't see kind of that same efficiency drop, bear market, higher high, leave bear market. We don't have this kind of gap, right? Almost every chart we've looked at has had some kind of zone of inefficiencies, some kind of price range. This one doesn't. I don't really know if that's good or bad. It's unusual. Almost every other chart we've looked at does. Here's the good news though. You tapped $1. The dollar is pretty major resistance. It's both historical to the chart and a psychological level. Above it is $1.32. That's where your efficiency starts up here. I actually think it should be more like this. $1.50. I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's a 50% gap. That's better. That makes more sense. It might be. I don't know if I should take this wick or the monthlies though. I'll take the $1.50. It's clean. It's clean. 12. Looking back at the high. Just interesting. Maybe I don't have all the history. Who knows? Who knows? But this chart is just a little bit different. It doesn't have this same kind of gap there, and even your golden pocket is above your highest monthly close at $2.60. That's odd. It's unusual. I think $1.50 is a really good target for this coin. Sitting here at 86 cents, unless we have something on the week that would suggest that we could have an entry. Here we go. From $1, maybe 72, 75 looks pretty good. 74. 74.5, yeah, I like that. 75 cents-ish. This is a 25% retracement from the high here. So if we don't see this continue up, and that sucks for a stop though. If we don't see this continue past $1, if we see kind of this taking profit, push price back down, we could look to 72 to 75 cents here, previous resistance, untested as support. That's likely a cheeky play if it fills. Let's see. 3.2. I think we can actually go bigger. I might even be able to go bigger. see how high. $1.50. There we go. This would be like more of a spot position play from that 72. Stop down here. Yeah, 35% drawdown for 100% gain. Still going to sneak with a 3-to-1 risk to reward. I think either of these could play, honestly. I like them both. The only thing that is a little troubling about this one is this inefficiency. You look down to where it started, that's like 57 cents. So that's why I wanted to keep this stop a little tighter. I even debated here for a second of having the second trade be down here at 55. But I think either of those could play. There we go. Flux is done. Nice job on hitting $1 Flux. Do you want to look at FET? I tweeted about FET. Said FET's going to $1 like 2 days ago. Let's see. It was like 78 cents. Now it's at 92. This chart. Actually, we looked at this on Patron night on Friday. Pretty much every Friday we get together and just look at charts, trade, drink, whatever, smoke. And this caught my eye, man. This chart is wild. It is wild. Now, I don't know if we should count this wick or not, because it went to $24 for like a second and then retraced 96% in that same day or week and then kind of just settled back up here. So I've debated not really including the wick. I don't know. It's a hard call. It's a hard call. It doesn't really feel like it's real price action. Well, which is interesting because if you don't use the wick and then you use the swing high to swing low, your 2-measure move is right at the wick. It's really weird. Your 1618 overlaps with your 3. You have confluence on your fibs there. This is a really weird chart and weird good. Good weird. Kind of like this channel and our viewers. Good weird. The best kind of weird. But what really got me when we looked at this on Friday is this. Is this just one giant pattern? And if so, what in the hell does that mean? Like, your lows are coming up. You have a pretty clear top. I'll just call it like $1, but I think it's more like $1.10. There might be. No, there isn't more history. This is it. What is going on? What is going on here? If this was in reverse and we didn't have that wick, because I still don't think that wick should be used. But if this was the chart, that'd be really bearish. It'd be like classical bearish, right? Lower high, higher low, lower high, breaks the low. We invert that chart, and this looks really good. It looks really good. Re-entry is going to be rough. If you see a move, this is going to be like a conditional thing. If you see a move to that 120 mark, we'll call it. It's really just like between 115 and 120. If we see that move, if we see FET move right to that, which at the moment it is, there could be an entry back at our previous resistance at 79 cents. Let's see what that looks like from the retracement point of view. Here. Where? Oh God, I need to get rid of this green thing. My color blindness is going crazy. There we go. Right back here. It's like the 0.5. It's a little higher. Yeah. Looks all right. 0.5. Maybe 71. Let me do it this way. If we see 120 tapped and price reverse, likely there is a position that's going to open up here. I'm not even going to put it on there, but it's going to be between like 71 and 79 cents, the 0.5 and 618. It's your weekly resistance. It's your high. You broke it. That'd be a very clean move, but based on the rest of this chart, I don't know how confident that is. This looks like it wants to just continue stepping up, and it wants to move past its, in my opinion, real all-time high and see what kind of damage it can do to this wick. One thing of note, and I'm going to move on. This wick being here, I am struggling if I want to use it or not, but regardless if I think it's really valid trading or not, kind of one thing that's not in FET's court here is if it does break $1.20, it's not in price discovery. You have traded this high, even if it's just this wick. So unlike many charts that do this and are in price discovery and just start rocketing, this one's going to have real resistance. There are people who bought, there are people who are trapped, and they're going to look to get out when price gets or returns to that level. They saw a 95% drop. Most of them probably folded, but some of them hanging on there, and that's going to create real resistance, actual resistance. So there's FET. FET's looking good. All right, we did a lot. What else do we want to look at? I want to look at STX quick. Then I'll get, let's go to the chat and then we'll look at STX. Scam Wick, that's right, bro. Scam Wick. Tom's volume is too low. How's that? Has it been bad the whole time? I know that I moved the microphone away at some point. The problem is my NVIDIA software that basically uses AI to monitor my mic just decided not to work today. It's worked every other day. Today it didn't work. So I had to turn it off, and I didn't want to get like me breathing in the mic. Like, you've never heard that before because my software never would have allowed it. Anyway, what's going on, chat? I see Famous Productions. How you doing, Famous Productions? Thanks for subscribing, my friend. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed yet, we are so close to 100,000 on YouTube. We're so close to that little check mark. Year 5 of live streaming on this channel coming up June 1st. I would love to get 100,000 before June 1st, and with your help, we can. Join us. We're live here, and we're publishing content daily. We're live here on YouTube Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If Bitcoin gets even spicier than it is now, we're probably going to up that to every weekday. Got an awesome Discord, active 24/7. Make sure to jump in there and get some perks and such. Another thing. Bitcoin Pampu. There we go. There we go. It's not Pampu yet, but I agree. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. 5 minute rolling over. RSI though. This is a little RSI just in the dirt. I don't like this on the 5. Let's see. Still kind of in the dirt on the 15, but maybe turning around here. Beautiful near miss. Okay. All right. That's a nice little close here. I didn't see this because we haven't been paying too much attention to Bitcoin today. We've been looking at the alts. That's sell-off. That's sell-off. 30-minute bullish engulfed. And I think by extension, so did the hour. Indeed, it did. So did the hour. Nice. I wish I would have looked at this then. Closed above 52.1, and that comes from our daily high range, putting this candle in pretty good condition. We have 5 hours and 39 minutes. We're going to want to see this candle settle up above 52.1. If we do, that is going to be a very clear or solid sign that we're looking to retest our highs here. 12 hour, same thing. We just kind of see the same level on many time frames. 6 hour closed above it. This is pretty good. Order block support, higher high, sell off, close. Buyers came in, close. Now you're right above 52.1. Huh. Well, no sheezy. Interesting. Let's do a little analysis here. Our long so far didn't fill. That's okay. They don't always fill. 1618 sits at 52.6. That looks pretty good. If you break 552 here, you're looking for about a 1.5% move. 1.2 maybe. Something like that. I do like this. We're moving back up to what could be a flat top, right? And it seems like when we hit it, we're kind of just doing this descending parallel channel type thing, very coiled price action down, stopping out longs, returning to that flat top potentially, coiled price action. You get a little stop run here. You're back to the equilibrium or back to like the mean reversion, whatever. You're holding on. Let's see what volume looks like here. Not very much volume. That's okay. Nope. Don't see much energy there, though. Certainly looks good. Still kind of that same uptrend. I see that flat top coming, though. I don't know. I'm always bullish. Maybe I'm just seeing bullish things, but I see some kind of flat top here. Something like this. Keep those lows coming, baby. Keep them coming. Something like that. Yeah. Should have a new fib. We get a new fib here, which maybe was placed, but isn't right now. giving us up here in the 55, 54, 55 range. Really? I mean, 57 is what makes sense. I'll tell you why right now, after I get rid of some of these. Nope, need the macro. What day is it today? It's like the 19th. Okay. Let's add all of these to the 19th. I'm loving this. I used to make a new chart every single day because I couldn't organize them like this. This is not macro. Okay. Here we go. So 57 is basically where I'm looking for, and it's really just simple. You know, we had a swing high to swing low, our ETF high into our swing ETF low, I guess. You came back to 49.1, you broke it. So where do we look? We look for the 1618, easy peasy. You continue higher. We've seen this happen a lot. 62, maybe we see 62 to 59, something like that. This is played out a lot. So when we're zoomed in like this, we're really just giving kind of like shorter term targets, like maybe targets for price to move up, then consolidate, something like that, right? But it looks like 54. We'll see what happens at 54 or 57. God. All right. Alerts are set. Check the 6 hours chart. Only for you, Alchemist. Only for you, my guy. Man, it looked better. We just had it open and it was green and it looked fine. And on the 6 hour, you can see on the 6, there's a pretty clear V. Sharp move down, sharp move up. That's a good reversal signal. V-shaped bottom here. These lows still kind of holding on the wicks. Yeah, I'll take it. Not so interesting to me at the moment. What else is moving? XLM. Jesus, Justin. Jeez. Synapse on the daily. What's up, Zoltan? Loom. Yo, what's up, JQN? How you doing, bro? Let's see, who's new here? 1000 bitmaps. Haven't seen you before. What's up, bro? AJ. Al Mascari. I think you were here earlier. Alex305. Bcashy. Trying to look at Bcash, baby. Dave P. Eric Strom. JQN Shaniro. Justin Machak. Looking at XLM. Serenity Sounds. There's a new name. Ubiquitous Stick with Nail Tech. Tyler White. New name. Vapo Chilled. I like that. And Zoltan. You know, is anybody here? I know our numbers are getting lower. We've been live for a while. Is anybody here for the first time? You just found our channel and our stream. Anybody? Even one person. If you are, please let me know. Put it in the chat. Let me know how you found the stream. Was it suggested to you? Was it on your homepage? Find a link somewhere? I don't know, man. Jeremy Ragsdale is not new, but I love Jeremy Ragsdale. What a king. What's up, Bad Baptist? Good to see you, bro. Jackin Carriero. What's up, bro? Do I think XRP can hit it alt this year? Do I think XRP can all-time high? ATH, you mean, this year? I mean, it's certainly possible. Certainly possible. At the moment, I don't know why you would lean that way outside of like opium, kind of a delusional bullishness like I have with Bitcoin. But yeah, the chart has been looking strong. It's just moving really slow. Really, really slow. Possible. Certainly is possible. I don't know if I can say much more than that. That's about it. Not bad. Not bad. Homepage, what's up? Adnan Equaba. I can't even say it. What's up, bro? Homepage, nice. No treadmill today? Nah. I mean, I've done it. I was treadmilling earlier. I found treadmilling while live. I do like it, but oftentimes I feel like, I I don't know, like rushed. It makes me feel like I'm rushed, and I rush. We'll see. We'll see. Just taking a break today. Delusional, yeah. Well, I'm delusional too. No pump music, so no pump. I feel it. Look at GRT. We already did, brother. We did. We did a good in-depth. Pump music. Well, it's not pumping yet. We can put it on. What's cracking, poor man Jones? Good to see you, man. Any altcoins to watch? We've gone over quite a few. Tom bigger than Geo. I don't know what that means, bro. Mark Dutch. I don't know. Oh, Mark Dutch. What's up, man? I know you. You're a mod in, I can't remember which channel. Stick around here. You'll get yourself a wrench. Oh, you're new. Who else is new? Not a lot of new people. That makes sense. Not a lot's going on except for the alts. If you are new, I encourage you to go check out other channels, other content. Oh, there we go. S Broken, my guy. Subscribe right now. S Broken XXX. I encourage you to go check out other channels. However, maybe I'll just say this. I made this channel because when I started in crypto, there were almost no resources for trading or even crypto. And the only YouTube channels that existed, and they still do exist now, and they're still, a lot of them are the popular ones, didn't provide any value. In fact, it almost felt like they were actively trying to hurt their viewers. A lot of undisclosed paid shilling, dumping of coins, pump and dump, etc. And I saw there was a gap, maybe not the most exciting one, but a void where good content could fill. And it has not been the fastest climb, nor do I expect it to be. But that's all we do here. Ask anybody about Tom Crown's reputation, no matter who they are, even if they don't like me, probably gonna say the same thing. I've never done anything to hurt my audience. I've only ever tried to help you, try to provide you with everything I can that's helped me. And that's the goal of this channel. That's it. That, and, you know, like, I want to have a house. I want to eat, you know, but outside of those things, I've passed on millions of dollars, literally millions of dollars I have passed up on because I will not sell you guys to them, if that makes sense. I'm not going to put you guys in harm's way for profit. That doesn't help. I love crypto. It is my passion. It is my obsession. And if I do things that hurt viewers, new people especially, how can I expect to have like any kind of friends or any kind of like community in crypto to share my passion with? Can't. They'll all be wrecked. They'll all be gone. So that's my goal. That's all I want to do. So go check out other content. I encourage it, but just remember, I'm not right all the time. I have some takes that you might not agree with. That's okay. You're allowed to disagree. But it's very difficult to find a channel on YouTube that provides good content where you're not the product. You're not the product. Anyway, so I hope you subscribe. I hope you join our fam. 6 years or 5 years, baby, coming up in June. Jesus, a long time. Appreciate you adding in. Appreciate you, brother. We've been live for about an hour and a half. I'm getting to the end here of my energy tank. Some Dutch guy mentioned you. Oh, like the Dutch. Problem with other channels about them showing off. Thank you, man. Yeah, I let my trades and my charting do the flexing for me. Sometimes, like everyone, you know, I'm human. I want to celebrate in my victories from time to time, but again, that doesn't help you guys. So the victories I celebrate the most is when we have a really great call and stream and everybody gets to see it happen in real time. They get to see it unfold and get an idea. The markets are not quite as chaotic as they appear. This is not BitBoy. There is no BitBoy crypto anymore, so check out Road Dog Crypto. Never heard of him, Dave P. But if you say he's a good guy, I believe him. You do feel hurt when I don't look at your alts. I'm sorry, man. Hazma Lachop, stop, please, in all caps. You're crying. Why are you crying, bro? It's okay. You're allowed to cry. Bring it in. Bring it in for a hug. You're new here, Vadium Boycheko. Sorry if I butchered your name. Cheers. Cheers, brother. What narratives do I think will be strong this year? Good question. For in the full bull, I don't see how gaming won't catch up with blockchain at some point. Gaming, AI and blockchain don't really make sense though in the form they're in right now. Probably institutional, ETF, gibberish. Narrative on Bitcoin, definitely supply crunch. OTC getting drained. Yeah, there's a few. I'm really not a narrative guy though. I have just not found any real correlation of like charts and narrative. And if anything, I found that like the narrative lags to a point where by the time it's the narrative, the gains are already gone and it's like the market has already turned and you just like don't know it yet. So I kind of stay away from them. You remember me, but you don't remember from where. Behag Vant Kahalsa. A lot of people know me from being on Altcoin Daily multiple times. Love those guys. Shout out to them. Lots and lots of people remember me from around the blockchain. I was on there in the beginning when it was fun and cool. Sorry, Discover Crypto. Obviously, I was on BitBoy's channel a lot. I've been on DCA with Benjamin Cohen, Invest Answers. I've emceed events. I've spoken at events. I've moderated at events in real life and crypto. What else? Been on YouTube, streaming for 5 years in June. What else? I've collabed with a lot. There's actually a playlist on the channel, which I don't really recommend you go watch because it's all old stuff. But it has almost every collab I've ever done on YouTube. I've been on almost everyone's channel at this point. There's a few exceptions. STX at Target. Chilling. I don't know. What's the chat feeling? Feel good content. That's right, bro. Yo, you late for the live? A little bit relaxation music, but that's okay, bro. There's always more lives coming. You have some bad news. Your parents and friends are asking you about Bitcoin. That is bad news, loading name. That is bad news. Yeah, it is what it is. That's bad news. It's not the end of the world, though. So what we're getting to, you know, there's this rule of thumb. It's like when your friends and family ask you about Bitcoin, tops in, right? And that has been very true. But there is like a different mechanic at play now. So from 2017 to 2021 to now 2024, Bitcoin has been in the spotlight in ways it never had been in the spotlight twice. 2017 it started. So a lot of people, I guess what we should be worried about is when people that never dipped into crypto, never had interest, maybe they didn't like it, maybe they told you you're dumb. When those people, when the Bitcoin perma bears start getting in, that'll be concerning. A lot of these people though dipped in already, whether it was in 17 or 21, and they're kind of what I would say like renewed, you know? They're not fresh, they're not brand new, they're kind of like renewed. I've had a few of those, but I haven't had the messages of random people I haven't spoken to in a decade, and they're like, oh my God, I just heard about Bitcoin. And of course, it's like pumping like crazy right then. And they're like, gosh, should I put all my money in right now? Like, that's the message I worry about. When people that were already in before, maybe they were out for a while, but like kind of like wading back in, that doesn't worry me as much. Cosma, respect, brother, you're the best. That's why we stick to the show and keep doing that. Amen, bro. Found you through Paul Barron Network. There you go, Hari. Yep, been on there a lot of times. I love Paul, dude. Paul's great. He's a great dude. I actually, kind of cool and random. Every time I've been on Paul Barron, I've had the most fire calls. Like every single one almost has come true. And they're all like kind of bigger than real life at the time. I remember Render. I think I called Render twice on his show. He was like, what do you think about these charts? Because they're the ones like that channel kind of likes. And I was like, let me take a look. And I was like, Render's going to make a big move. I've had some great calls if you go back and watch Paul Barron. I don't know if it's coincidence, like that I just go on there when the market's heating up and then, you know, like burning, getting hot, or if they, you know, they call me on and ask me if I want to be on when the market's hot. I don't know, but it just seems, I think those are some of my best videos of collabs just because the calls were great. ZETA broke its all-time high, fire. It already backtested $2.20, its previous all-time high, also fire. Don't really love this lower high here. Got some bear div. But you broke your all-time high. You already backtested it, so trading below it, maybe not the best thing to happen. Looking at the 4-hour 231, I wouldn't take this trade. There's not enough data here. There's not enough data. This hasn't traded long enough to have confident analysis. But we could look for something like this. Let's see if there's a daily gap. Daily gap's actually a little higher. Nope. Hasn't filled yet, I don't think. Has it? Son of a bitch. If I'd looked at this 2 hours ago and we started streaming, we could have sniped this, but 236 I think is in play. That's in play. Stop below the all-time high and just targeting 330, targeting the 1618. That's a 4-to-1, so in theory you could bring your stop down more, but I don't like that. I don't think I'd do that. Not a lot of chart data, not a lot we can do. We can just use our fib extensions, giving us 330, and then above us, like 425 or $5. Great take profit target. On the day, you filled this gap, so you're looking for a bounce and a break of 265, and that'll be your signal for 330 on ZETA. Boom. Ba-boom, shakalaka. CKB, I don't know. CKB will continue to move up, says Dave. CKB. What is CKB? Kind of sounds familiar. All right, I have a chart. We'll see. Ooh, this is an old chart. This is a real old chart. At least that means it has some data. Let's see. I don't think we've looked at this since like 2020, 2021 maybe. Let's take a peek. How clean was your bottom here? Giggity, giggity, always clean your bottom. Didn't touch her too. That's all right. Let's move this. Let's move that. Here is your order block. Of course, sold off right below it. There it is. Support. All right. Pretty clean chart on the month. Pretty clean chart. CKB rallied 170% this month. Touched 1.29 or almost 1.3 cents. Actually went up to 1.5. My bad. The wick high, 1.5. You can see to the left, that is your order block, and really your only point of inefficiency or of efficiency in this whole drop from 3 cents down to 0.002. I don't like that the candle looks to be settling up below 1.1. You definitely want to see it close above 1.29. You want to see that cleared. And if you do, you have 3 cents as a very, very logical target above you. See this weekly. Wow. I used to put way too many lines on charts. 10 cents. I'm going to keep that one. I like this one, actually. This one looks like it might come back into play. Don't need 1.5, although that's where it touched. Nah, getting rid of it. Getting rid of it. Don't need all these lines. It just makes it harder to look at. There we go. There we are. 10 cents. Looking pretty good. Of course, you know me. I'm going to say the same kind of boring crap I always say, which is I do not prefer a position up here at 1.1. I always want to wait for my position. So just looking at the chart very easily, down here at 0.062, you got some support. You see resistance, resistance, higher highs start building, breakout right to your monthly efficiency. If you see it settle back down and you get a shot at 0.006, probably a very, very good long potential there. If you're looking on a smaller time frame or to scalp, right there at 1 cent, that's a psychological value. You already have candle closes above it, which is good. That confirms that it's broken as support. So if you see it trickle down to 1 cent, that might be a decent play. It might be a decent play to scalp. Has not quite reached there. Actually, that looks beautiful. If we do get that move, let's see what kind of position we could play. That's a 30% upside. Stop just under 9. Can kind of get that. Kind of get that 3-to-1. I can see that. I think the better play, though, is to the patient trader, the long-term trader. If you believe in this coin, I think there is an entry that may be very juicy over time if it ever hits. That's basically 0.006, and you could, if that fills and it holds as support, you probably can play that back to the all-time high. That's 550%. No, it's really cool. You can actually do this and you still get an 8-to-1. Now, of course, that's a 70% drawdown, so leverage not really gonna work on that. But for a spot position, I like this entry as a spot position. I do. Ooh, look at that. I haven't looked at this. There's a W. 100% W. Sure. Anyway, there's CKB. There it is. Wow, $50. Jeremy Ragsdale. You spoil me. You spoil me, bud. I love you. Thank you for the 50, my friend. Appreciated. Shit, I'm gonna give that a little heart. You know, I might as well let you write this off as a business expense. It's promotion, advertising, marketing. Go subscribe to Jeremy Ragsdale. Guy's a very talented singer. Obviously not in competition with our content. He was the winner of the X Factor in Romania. I love that guy. He's a very nice guy. Hosts kind of little like crypto speakeasy, chilling sessions. Highly recommend you go subscribe to him. He's slept on. Don't sleep on him. Don't subscribe to your channel. Nah, get out of here, man. No love for Eth today. All right, guys. All right. I think we can do Ethereum. I meant to. I saw Lean ask for it earlier, and I just got lost in the sauce. Lost in the sauce. Let's look at the BTC pair here. Pickle, if you are timestamping still, feel free to make this the last one. Okay, nice. I gotta go to the yearly more. Ethereum is looking better than it has, man. Last month's high on FBTC was pretty gnarly, closing as a nasty little like shooting starry thing. I don't know. High wick, low wick, broke the range, broke June's range. Setup could be worse though. It could be worse. Nice green candle here, so it is holding out against Bitcoin after putting in a higher low. Wonder if Ethereum really is ready. Ooh. Well, market cipher B on the month. I don't know if I've ever seen market cipher B on the monthly give this the green dot. That's spicy. If you consult with market cipher B, it does seem to think that the bottom might be in on the monthly time frame. That would not be bad. Got stopped out, riggedy wrecked. That's okay. We're looking to play that a little too aggressively. Not much here. And this looks like a bottoming. It looks like a bottoming against Bitcoin. You have like a low, a lower low, higher high, a higher low. Now you're moving back up. Break past 0.59, and I guess you make your march back up here to these highs. Like, I don't know what the hell's going to go on with that. At least against Bitcoin, but nobody told me Ethereum hit like 3K today. Boy, Lena, I'm so sorry if you're still here. I'm so sorry I didn't listen to you. I didn't pull up Ethereum right away. Let's see how, did any of these trades fire off? I know I put more. None of them, son of a bitch. None of them fired. Oh well. Ethereum, I guess, unbeknownst to me, because all of my alerts have been turned off. All 400 of them lost. Rest in peace alerts. Ethereum just continuing its march to 3,200. Broke past 2,680 after looking very sketchy. It looked very sketchy down here. If this low didn't hold, I thought Ethereum was kind of going to lose its trend. It said, no, and no, I'm not going to lose my trend. Screw you, haters. Let's use our fib tool. High to low. Puts us right in that range. Puts us right in the range we're looking for. Yeah, baby. If Ethereum doesn't hit 32 to 3,300 this month, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in this space. It looks incredibly likely. That's still a 10% move. Not bad. This is more worrisome, though. Potentially worrisome. 3,200, this is where your efficiency is. We were targeting 2,700. We got it. It's sold off. We were looking for 33. We have a higher high this month. That is good. That is good. Let's see what happens at 32, 3280-ish, 3,300. Looks pretty much locked and loaded. If it doesn't happen in the next 10 days, I mean, it's like, it's programmed, man. It's not programmed, but there it is. There she blows. There she blows. Pushing through the cloud. Nice. No cross up yet. Interesting. Ethereum is set up here. So if it closes even right here, even if it doesn't hit 3,300 this month, if it closes right here at 29.3, I can see next month getting a cross on the monthly Ichimoku and that cross price will be above the cloud at the time. If you remember, we broke this alpha to you when nobody else maybe even knew it was happening. I don't even know if people talk about it yet, but this is the same signal that we got on Bitcoin this month. You guys remember the beginning of this month? I think on February 1st, we talked about this. Price is at 42.7, the most bullish Bitcoin signal on the Ichimoku cloud on the month possible. And it's played out, higher highs. Ethereum looking to follow that. I can see this right here, a higher high. We're going to see that TK drop, and we're going to see the KJ drop and the TK rise, and we're going to get a cross up, and that cross will happen above the cloud, provided Ethereum is still trading above 29-ish, maybe a little bit lower, even like 28.8. Ethereum's looking good. 3,300 looks programmed in. It's going to be very weird if Ethereum doesn't hit it. I'm going to be very confused. Bitcoin being a butt, not moving. That's fine with me. It's waiting for the stream to end. Kind of looks like, I don't know, looks like it's coming on down to our entry, doesn't it? What's up, Bahag Vent? Serious question. Plus, best place to DM you. You have a real question. Discord. The only place that I accept any messages randomly is going to be Discord. You got to be in the Discord. I got to see we have a mutual server, and you can DM me there. I don't know how timely I'll be able to get back to you. I get a lot of DMs, but there you are. Goes for anybody. Anybody trying to get a hold of me. Discord is the only way. Don't message me on Twitter. I don't know. Don't message me anywhere else. All the things. Legend, great stream at work, but listening. Thanks, bro. Thank you, my friend. It's been a long one. It seems that hype has simmered down, and that's okay. Maybe our trade will fill. I'm going to put this and a few other charts in Discord. I'm going to update it. Remember, sign up with FEMX or the old Fairdesk link, and you can get access to all of the VIP trades in the Discord in a special room. You can use our bot. If you have any issues, tag me, DM me, etc. And that's going to be all she wrote, folks. Happy Monday. Great streaming. Great to have everybody here. I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed yet, hopefully this stream has convinced you to do so. But if not, tune in again Wednesday and let me convince you again. All right, fam, crowned out. Have a good one.